A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Knicks. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
I think for the Warriors, they've had an intriguing start to the season. Recently, they've strung together some wins. You get the feeling that their confidence is really growing.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Lauri Markkanen out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Porter in at the point. And for Portland, we've got Klingon. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams... love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Porter from outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Porter against Simons. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And the Warriors with possession. And here's Porter. Outside for Porter. Let's go with a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Here's Simons. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Porter.
Trailblazers foul, Anthony Simons. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Porter. Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Here's Aldama after the basket by Portland. Markkanen outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Porter against Simons. Pass to Porter, puts up a 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 6 points.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Now here's Sharp. 23 points his last outing. Ayton passes to Simons. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Porter with it, now guarded by Simons. And then Porter with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Timeout. You like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
You have the camera on you. Oh, sit down. Woo, looking good.
Defense on our 2K leaderboard. Looking at the best when it comes to points per game allowed over the previous month. The Warriors, second.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month. Challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he lobs it up. Porter with the steal. Porter in the post. Into the lane. And then Porter with the dunk.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamari. Inside. Ayton. Shot to stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Porter gets the bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Blazers trail by 7. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamari. It's Sharp on the wing. Over Markkanen. And that one's good. Sharp.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA. That's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Off the mark there with a 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Sharp. To the left wing. Simons against Porter. And it's Simons missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Porter with it. Last game he had 28 points. Aldama outside. Launches it. And Klingon pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Sharp passes to Ayton. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Aldama outside. Outside Pajemski. Portland with a rebound.
Golden State foul. Portland.
He's checked in for Kamara.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Sharp. Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And then Porter with the dunk.
And so gifted in the open floor. Once Porter Jr. sees an avenue, he tears through it.
Ayton, a screen on Porter. Here's Simons. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Pass to Pajemski. Outside Porter. Here's Hodges. Outside for Porter. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's the floater. And he can't get that one. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Porter against Ayton. Here's Aldama. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
For 3.
Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Simons. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Porter against Sharp. With the drive. Back to Simons. Up and over Porter. And it's Simons missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Left side, Pajemski. McBride with it. Now Pajemski defending. Ball stolen. In transition, here they come. And he converts the layup. And now an 8-point Warrior lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Klingon. Porter pulls it in.
Ooh, I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Porter. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul. Portland making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Brown, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Blazers trail by 8. And here's Simons. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Well, at this point of the season, Richard, we're starting to get an idea of who the championship contenders might be. Now here's Pajemski, guarded by Sharp. Outside Porter, three-pointer. He drops it from range. Porter's got 10 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
We've got Anthony Simons. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Williams. Then it's Shaedon Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Williams against Markkanen. Pass to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Hodges. Simons with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Kamare. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Kamare. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Sharp, no good. Now Porter. There's a screen. On the wing, Porter. There's the 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Sharp. Lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Simons has gotten 4 this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Markkanen, the pass to Porter. rejected by Ayton.
With his reach, it's hard to get anything over DeAndre Ayton.
Pass to Simons. Here's Kamari. It's guarded by Markkanen. Outside Sharp. Lets it go from deep. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats from Portland.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
He's checked in for Portland. The Warriors also with a sub. Brown's checked in. Warriors trail by 7. On the wing, Porter. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Brown. Here's Hodges. A deep 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Sharp. And it's Park. With another.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Warriors. 9-point game. They defeated Utah in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Golden State needs to get off a shot.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Simons against Brown. Simons passes to Williams. It's Sharp on the wing. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Hodges. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead. Outside McBride. Pass to Williams. Here's Kamari. The three is up. Pajemski grabs the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
1:49 left to play in the first half of basketball. Porter. He takes it in. And then Porter with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, moving the ball with a purpose. Lowry Markkanen. Nice pass.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Tries it from the top of the key. Out to Simons. This one for 3. And he's 6 for 12 out. For that one.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Up top, Porter. He's covered by Simons. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Simons passes to Williams. Three-pointer Sharp. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Now here's Pajemski. McBride covers. Pass to Brown. And here's Porter. He's got 14. Drives to the hoop. Good D by Sharp. Portland leading by 4. Outside McBride. Sharp with it. And he dunks it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
Uh-oh, there's a duel at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
You see, in basketball, Ernie, point guard is like chess. The center play, well, it's a little simpler, like checkers.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Simons. So on the floor for Golden State, Michael Porter out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Santi Aldama. And it's Porter in at the point. Pass to Kamari. Simons outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer sharp. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Porter, the pass to Aldama. Back to Porter. On the take. Pass to Pajemski. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Pajemski's got 7.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Warriors trail by 6. Here's Porter. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. He's got 16.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Klingon. To the paint. Here's Kamari. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Picked by Aldama. Porter with it. Now guarded by Ayton. The three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers lead by 4. Here's Sharp. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Aldama. Marking it outside. Now here's Porter. Now Pajimski. Connects from downtown. Pajimski's got 6 here in the quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Sharp passes to Simons. Back to Sharp. Pass to Aiden. Here's Klingon. It's guarded by Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. From 6 feet away. Klingon's shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors. Pick by Aldama. Outside Porter. Count it, and the foul. That's on Anthony Simons.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing. In this league and having this job.
And it's tied up with that one. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Let's hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancers.
Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
He's in third in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he could win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Outside Porter. Picked by Aldama. For the lead. And it's laid up and in by Porter. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Porter against Simons. Up and over Porter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Picked by Aldama. Porter in the post. He's covered by Simons. And he was camped. In the lane there, he gets a 3-second call. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, the San Antonio Spurs come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Sunday, they head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Here's Ayton. Portland, no good that time either. Now the Warriors with it. They've got a 13-2 run going. Now here's Porter. He's got 11. Pass to Porter. Simons with a steal. Sharp against Porter. Sharp with it. He's got 18. And here's Simons. Up and over Porter. Simon's shot is good. Simon's got 16 points.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
4 on the clock. Here's Porter. Simons with a rebound. Simons got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Klingon. And here's Sharp for the lead. And it goes. Makes it 9 for 13 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. In third, the Trailblazers.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Porter. He's got 21. Pass to Porter. Porter against Simons. Porter, the pass to Porter. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Sharp. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Pass to Aldama. Marking it outside. Porter a screen to halt the run. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland leading by 5. Simons outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Porter. Aldama outside. Pass to Porter. Outside for Porter. And again, no good by Golden State. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Sharp passes to Simons. And here's Ayton. Left side Sharp. Pajimski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 5. Now Porter. Boy, so much fun watching him score the ball. He's averaging a little more than 36 a game.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
That's good from Ayton.
A double-double machine who can also block shots. You won't find many centers with Ayton's size and talent.
McBride, he's checked in for Kamara. Ayton hits them both. Warriors trail by 5. Aldama outside. Pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hodges. Here's Aldama. Kept alive. Porter. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Porter's got 11 in the second half.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Now here's Ayton. He's guarded closely. Outside McBride. Takes a three. The Warriors pull it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. They set a pick. It's Podziemski on the wing. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Simons outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And here's Porter. He's got 25.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Porter looks it over. Now here's Aldama. He's got 5. Porter with it. Outside for Porter. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Klingon.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
16 feet out. Jump shot is good. Sharp's got 12 points here in the second half.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Now here's Podziemski for the lead. Another 3 for Golden State.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Make some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Aldama, and it's Porter Jr. in for Podziemski. .136 left to play in the third quarter. Williams a screen on Porter. And there's Porter on the assist from Williams. Porter's got 11 points. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Porter the pass to Hodges. And Ayton pulls it down. And so Porter will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. 6 to shoot. Ayton passes to Porter. Jacks up a three. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Portland making a switch here. Kamara's checked in. Here's Porter. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Hodges. 35 seconds left in the third. Count that one. He's got 16.
A talented shooter like Porter has no trouble with the mid-range. He makes it look almost easy.
Outside Porter from behind the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Porter. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Outside Porter. From deep three-point land. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Warriors ahead, up by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here. And some changes here for Portland. Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Joe. And it's Sharp in for Simons. Miles McBride is out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Clingan. And it's Kamara in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. It's Sharp on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Sharp. That one's good. Sharp's got 28 points for the game.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Now here's Porter. McBride covers. Now Porter. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And no good. The dry spell continues.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside McBride. Got a hand on it.
And this is crucial for Markkanen's overall development, that he ups his defense and looks to block some shots.
Porter gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
We also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Outside Porter. Pass to Porter. Over Sharp. Here's Aldama. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. And the Warriors lead by 2.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
To the inside. Here's McBride. Blocked! In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Markkanen. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Pass to Porter. Here's the 3. Sharp grabs the miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To take the lead. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Sharp's got 10 points in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Sharp, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The drive by Porter. Hodges. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kamari. It's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to Sharp. Great D that time from Porter. Well, the Warriors shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Misses the 3.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Outside McBride. Ayton, the screen on Porter. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Lethal in pick and roll action. Ayton making them pay.
Sharp against Porter. Outside Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Porter's got 34 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Kamari. Outside Sharp. To the middle. And there's Klingon on the assist from Sharp. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Aldama with it. He's against Ayton. And here's Porter outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Blazers fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazers Breaker Dance Team.
checked in for Portland. Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie. Outside Porter. Here's Aldama. And here's Markkanen. Porter from outside. Portland with a rebound. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's rebounded by Golden State. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Porter gets the bucket.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
There's Simons with a 3. Drains the triple. Simons has got 23.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Picked by Aldama. On the wing, Porter. A minute 39 left in the 4th quarter here. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
He gets the first, and that ties this game up. So he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Simons. From deep. They get it back. Left side Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Porter. Warriors with the rebound. Aldama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
Portland has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot. Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
Simons against Porter. Simons passes to Sharp. Here's Klingon. Here's Kamari. Pass to Simons. The 3. Another miss by Simons.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Picked by Aldama. Here's Porter. Count it!
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, he buried the three.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Golden State.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
It's rebounded by Golden State, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Simons against Porter. For 3, Klingon. Aldama grabs the board. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Warriors.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Golden State winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.